Well, good morning. We have ourselves a crisp fall morning ahead of us. Supposed to warm up a little bit during the day. Supposed to have a decent day. They're not calling for any showers. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So here we go. Well, of course, this morning got some running around to do. I found some new avenues to drop resumes off to. Hoping, well, they pan out. If you apply for everything, regardless of whether you want to work there or not, something's bound to call you eventually, right? If you only pick or choose what positions to apply for, and only apply for the ones that you want to work at, what happens then, right? I've worked jobs that I didn't want to work, or started working jobs that I didn't want to work, and ended up being there for 4 or 5 years. It's just the way it is, right? So of course, gotta go out today and drop it off there, do those things, and then I gotta stop by the lumber store, stop by the battery store. That just reminds me I should check the fan mailbox, and a few more things like that. It's kind of hard not to let the anxiety get to you, especially when well, time's drawing close, and you're feeling the pressure a bit, and you kind of need it, you know. It's kind of one of them things that can't be ignored, or it's getting, you know, it's getting more intense as every day goes by. One of the things we are into the fall of the season. Another month and a half, and we could have snow. There will be people wanting their snow shoveled. There always is tenders up for bids for like condos and stuff like that, looking for people to shovel their snow. However, unless you're wanting to do it by hand all winter, a snowblower is highly recommended. A lot of those places, they won't hire you, or you know, you're not on the front page of their list if you don't have a snowblower. So that'll require a bit of an investment if I so choose, or if I'm forced to go that route. Whatever it would be, an $800 or $1,000 snowblower will maybe get you for the first year or two, maybe. I know $1,000 sounds like a lot, because it is. However, you buy a cheap one, you know, a $300-400 one, you'll be buying another one before the season's over. Especially if you're planning on using it for more than, you know, 1 or 2 hours a day. I do have the utility trailer, which is going to be just sitting virtually all winter, and I could probably put the camper here, as you see behind me, either out into storage for now and park the utility trailer up the driveway and actually park it in the garage, so it stays, you know, semi-snow free. That's one of the options there. However, of course, like I said, that would be a bit of an investment. You know, the snow blower, a couple of larger jerry cans for fuel, and you got to keep in mind, what about breakdowns, belts, or those shear pins that break, that are supposed to break, and various other things, right? So sometimes working a $10 an hour job is better than trying to make it on your own. However, Working a, however, trying to make it on your own is better than starving too. However, the way things have gone, it'll be a little while before I'm starving because, well, I've packed away a little bit of winter reserve to, well, keep doing that right away. So I gotta go out and drop those resumes off and see how it goes. Hopefully they are happy with what they see, because it seems that I've kind of starting to realize or starting to wonder if my computer's broken, you know, my email's broken, or the internet is broken, because you'd think by now, given the amount of things I've sent out, whether it was online or in person, I would at least had one interview. You know, it kind of starts to make a guy wonder if there's a problem with him. Am I too old? You know, am I too old? Am I not what the employers want? You know, they want some young kid. I know I've touched on this in other vlogs, so I won't get into it deep again, but you do reach a point in your life where the employer does their number crunch and they realize they're not going to get 20 years of hard work out of you. They might get 10 or 12 and to them that's not worth it. However, little do they realize that I'll work harder than any 20-year-old will, especially one nowadays, because the kids nowadays are, some of them anyway, you can't group them all, are a very interesting batch. You know, there are normal kids that are hardworking, that got their job, they're on their career path. And then there's others that expect the world to be handed to them and won't do anything that requires, well, any work at all. So, pretty much, guys, try not to let the anxiety get to me. Wait till the time runs on down, hit her on out, do the running around, and then after that, I guess I get on with the day and see how far we get. Hello. Here we are. Little bit of a afternoon update. Well, went out, did some running around this morning, and well, came on back. The anxiety, well, what I felt, it's kind of weird how you feel anxiety for something, and then when you finally get her done, it actually really wasn't as bad as you feared or thought it would be. I guess it's in their hands now, and whatever happens, happens. You know, you can't force them to make the choice you want them to make. You let them make their choice, and, well, they have to live with it, right? Well, came on home, started bringing stuff up from the basement. The part of the wall that I demoed around the furnace, and all that good stuff. I need to go back down there and give it a good sweep. Pick up, you know, the screws and the nails and the small chunks of wood, stuff like that. Get it vacuumed up, or at least half swept up, so it's reasonably clean. You know, it is what it is. It's a basement, but at the same time it has to be safe for the workers to work down there. We have ourselves a beautiful day out. They're saying it's actually 27 Celsius out, when you're considering it was a +9 Celsius this morning. It's kind of almost night and day. That's what happens, I guess, in the fall. You end up with, well, extreme hot and colds, sort of, if you want to call that extreme, where the summers is kind of warm all the way through the night, and then it heats up more in the day. It is what it is. Weather is something that we can't control. Well, while I was doing my running around, I stopped by the Princess Auto Store, and because it's the fall of the year, they have their chemical sprayers on sale, and I found a what is it, 15 gallon, which is what, 56 or 58 liter sprayer. The only thing is the pump that is on it sprays 15 gallons, no, sorry, 1 gallon a minute. So unless my math is messed up or their sign is wrong, every 15 minutes I'd be filling that tank. Where the sprayer I have right now is only a 3 gallon sprayer, which is very, very small compared to that one. However, that sprayer tank is, well, what it sounds like, just a tank and a pump and the sprayer wand. So I need a battery, which I got a battery downstairs. I bought it, I don't know, years ago, 2012 or something. I'm thinking it should still be good. It might be dead, it might be flat dead, but maybe I could bring it back on the charge. It's brand new. I brought it for a project, but never ended up using it. Should have returned it, but that's one of them things, you know, way she goes, right? And I'd have to build a cart, some type of a wagon kind of deal, because obviously when it's full of 58 liters of liquid, there's no way you're going to be lifting it around. And a cart would be better, kind of wheel it around the yard and wheel it over to the hose, fill it up, bring her back. And of course in the fall you'd have to run some probably like plumbing antifreeze or something through it so it didn't freeze up. I believe regular price was $139 or something, and it's on for $99. So given that I have a store credit of about $40 and I have that gift that a subscriber sent to me, so I should be able to take that and get the tank for, you know, around $50–60. So plus the cost of building the cart, which I guess could be a winter project if the winter goes the way I'm hoping it to. Well, came on home, did a few things, sent a few more electronic resumes away. And I got a whole list of more to do. However, my eyes were getting sore and decided to take a bit of a break. Dug me out a garbage can because I want to go in the basement and, like I mentioned there, sweep up, scoop up, and get that cleaned up, because as soon as it's clean, clean-ish, then I can stud up that wall section, fasten it down, and then maybe probably mid-month, next month, get the furnace people in to do the hot water heater in the furnace. It's kind of hard to visualize the time when it's going to get done with stuff going on in your life and stuff going on, well, with the companies as well. So everything's got to work in their time and around them. And you guys remember me talking about the peeling paint on the topper. I've been dealing with that since July, and well, here we are, the last part of August, soon to be September, and I'm nowhere sooner than getting it dealt with than what I was in July, because I keep getting passed around between the topper people, the dealership here, and all that, and it's like, really makes a guy wonder if this accessory shop in this town is even worth dealing with. There's a few more things I want for that truck, and I am considering dealing elsewhere. Even though this accessory shop is pretty much the oldest, or if not one of the oldest in this town. The service has sure took a nosedive in the last, well, I don't know, have they always been like that? Because when I bought my wiring kit for the 2009 Canyon and my trailer hitch for the 2009 Canyon, they were quick to get it in, no trouble at all. When I had trouble with my wiring harness on the 2009 Canyon for the trailer wiring, they were easy to get a new one in, no trouble there. When I ordered the hitch in for the Silverado, no trouble there. This Canyon here, I ordered in the WeatherTech floor mats. the topper, the lift kit for it, all through these guys, and the WeatherTech floor mats weren't a problem because they were kind of a direct order from warehouse or factory or wherever they get them from. The lift leveling kit was a pain, and the topper is turning out to be a pain. So like I said, there still is 2-3 more things I would like to get done, and well, it may not be through them. Time will tell on how well they deal with this problem. If they stiff me, then they'll probably end up losing another $6,000 or $8,000 if they don't deal with it right. But gonna grab my broom, grab my barrel, go back down, sweep that floor, tear down that shelf, see what else is downstairs that I can bring on up to throw on out, make some room down there for the men or the workers to work, and then around we roll. Here we are. We come to the end of another day. Well, it was a good day as always. Did some running around earlier, and well, got over my anxiety. Came on home and calmed down a bit. One thing I forgot to do was go to the fan mailbox today, but hey, there's always tomorrow. Got the basement all squared away and everything. All the demo is completely done, all the cleanup is done. Swept the floor, got ready to frame up the wall section and everything, so we'll see how it goes for the following days here. Well, tomorrow sounds like it's going to be another busy day. I am currently doing a camera check on all my gear. I have been asked to attend a child's birthday party and take photos and videos and such. So I gotta make sure all that is good to go and squared away. It's kind of one of them things, right? You got the camera, so you might as well use it. So of course, hopefully all that goes good tomorrow, and well, it'll be what it is. Don't know if I'll get back down in the basement till early next week, but it'll be what it is. It'll be sitting there waiting for me when it does. If I can get that wall section framed up and a chunk of drywall on it, then well, it's ready and good to go for the furnace guys to come and change out the furnace and the hot water heater, and then basically just putting the basement back together. I'm not sure how far I'll take it to put it back together right now, because there used to be a wall around the furnace, and I had talked about framing up the remainder of the basement. However, you know, taking it easier on the budget than what I would normally have done or do, because well, it is what it is, and it's not the half of the basement that really gets used other than the laundry area, and it doesn't really matter if it's not framed up in the laundry area. It's still got electricity, still has all the plugins it needs. It's just not pretty, if you want to say, where the other half is pretty and functional, and it's a semi-usable space. But guys, gonna end her all here. Today was a good one. Tomorrow will be another one, and around we go. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.